he was like, if I don't like shag, basically, it's a waste of a day. You have to give creds from where you came from, because respectfully, Ekin-Su wouldn't be who she is without Love Island.
She's an independent woman. Like, the fuck? But
I feel like I'm not made for the UK. Like, a lot of my friends are traveling at the moment. I have a good friend who I think I tried to like not link you to it, but I think I gave you his socials because you're into like both writing stuff. Yeah, him.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, he's in Canada.
Bad, I've never messaged him.
Well, he never messaged you,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Oh, exactly. That's true. Put it on him.
Dylan, if you hear, he watches this actually, if you know. But he's in Canada and he'll never come back. I've got a friend who's...
Canada.
I've never been, you know.
I've never been as well.
So I've heard like, I just hear that everyone's really happy. That everyone like leaves like doors unlocked and everyone's just really jolly.
Yeah.
So it's on my list.
I heard that. Like, it's a stereotype of like Canadian people being really nice. But I'm also just like, I don't know. There's dark history behind Canada though. Like, it's the same as America. Do you know what I mean? It's like a...
Yeah, valid. But then also at the same time, I don't know. I've never, because obviously the way that we perceive Americans is a bit like, I think a lot of the time generally we think of like, oh, like Donald Trump's and all of that. Yeah. But every American who I've met is lovely. I've never had a bad experience with American. But no, so he's in Canada. I've got a mate in Asia and he's hoping to go to Australia soon and he'll never move back. I think the UK just isn't like, it's just not hitting it, is it?
It's not, because it's fucking cold and it's dark for like, literally, we're like 8 months out of the entire year. Like, how am I supposed to be happy, like, as a person? Like, I'm not even joking. Until, like, spring starts, that's when I feel alive again. And now I'm, like, slowly waking up. And I'm like, oh, God, I feel reborn.
I'm very much... Oh, sorry, go on.
But I was going to say, my plan in the future is to actually, like, fuck off to another country as soon as it, like, starts getting really cold. So, like, in, like, October, November. And then I'm just going to stay there until, like, spring starts or summer starts because... Like, I want to spend my time, like, most of my time in London because, like, London summer is just iconic.
Yeah, I love London in the summer.
It's so fun.
I just hate it in winter.
It's awful.
But I hate the UK in general in winter.
It's the UK, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you live? Because you really love Lisbon, don't you?
I was literally going to say it. I was literally going to say Lisbon. I fucking love Lisbon.
Which way round was it? Because we went, like, literally weeks apart.
I think like 1 or 2 weeks apart.
I can't think of it. I feel like I went first.
You did.
I love Lisbon.
Lisbon has my heart.
Yeah, I really... I really, really love Lisbon. I want to go back sooner than later. I was really surprised by how cheap it was.
I know. And even the Uber as well. Like, I actually felt really bad. It felt like slave wages.
Because of like giving... But that's loads to them, though.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm sure they have like a recession going. I'm pretty sure every country is like dealing with a recession. Yeah. But like, you're right, the living standard is like, it's less than the UK.
By a lot,
That's why so many people are moving to Portugal. But like,
it makes sense.
Market.
Yeah, no, that's it. I really love Portugal. Really love Portugal. Like, I feel like, so like me and my lot from uni, we went in like May. I don't think we've ever all been so happy together. We didn't like stay like in Lisbon though. We stayed in like an area like 20 minutes out, but it had like a beach. I'll show you after we're done. It was really, really cool. But then the Ubers in were like, I think there was 8 of us. It was like €2 each.
Wow, that's so fun.
Did you?
Oh my God.
Did you go to the Strip?
The Pink Street.
I'm assuming so. There's like, it's really weird. So it's really like hyper, really busy, and then it hits like 2 a.m. It's like a ghost town. It's really, really strange.
I don't know. So we went to that strip around like 1 a.m. or something, or maybe, like 1 a.m. And there were so many people there.
Yeah.
And a lot of tourist people as well, like just really young people.
Yeah.
But it was just like bars, like it wasn't like, there weren't any like actual clubs.
And it's really tight, isn't it?
Exactly.
We're thinking of the same bit, yeah.
And then even for the clubs, like the lines were literally like, they would go on and on for miles. And then we literally looked at the line and we said, I'm not fucking going
Peak
here.
time though, isn't it?
Yeah. But I just thought like, I'm not doing that. Also, I'm not gonna like, I don't really care to go on a night out like when I'm abroad, because I'm like, London is actually really sick. So then you can't hold like those expectations, especially when you're in like a very like unfamiliar like area, like an unfamiliar territory. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna have fun during the day, and then if anything happens during the night and we end up going somewhere, it's like, it's a good vibe.
Just a plus, but it's not like essential, right?
Yeah, like it's not London, and I'm like, I think I'll just always accept that it's not going to be the best, but it'll just be like a new experience. But I don't put like too much pressure on like doing a night out when I'm abroad.
No, and I think and obviously more than not when you're away, you do loads in the day. I don't know about you, I get really tired really easily. So when it like gets to, when the lights like go down, when it goes like dark, I'm ready to like sleep like quite easily. Have you got any? The thing is that I haven't got anything. I've got one trip planned, but that hasn't been booked or anything because I'm waiting for my friends to do with the green flag.
Where?
Hopefully Albania.
Oh my God.
Let me show you a video real quick.
I was just talking to a friend about Albania. We were like, we should go Albania. Like,
it's meant to be like amazing.
It's so beautiful, like scenic. It's so nice.
Let me show you this picture real quick. Because I really want to travel more this year. Like I feel like I was trying to figure out. I was like, okay, so like I'm going through a bit of a like quarter life crisis, and I thought, right, what can I do that makes me happy? And I thought,
we all? Aren't we all?
24, 25. It's
exactly.
Really, it's not it, man.
It's tough out here, man.
And I thought, right, okay, what can I do to like boost up my serotonin? I thought, when did I feel happiest last year in Portugal on holiday or at a festival?
Yeah.
But look, it doesn't even look real.
Oh my God.
Isn't it gorgeous?
That's Albania. Fucking hell. Oh my God, that song.
Have you seen the film?
What film?
It's from the Bob Marley film, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's Bob Marley's grandson. Is it in the movie? I don't think it was in the movie.
Okay, I mean, I haven't seen the film. I'm assuming it is.
I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. It's Lauryn Hill's son, and he performed it live like at one of her concerts, and then like people were like, "When are you going to release the song?" And it was like months, and then when the song was released, everyone was like, "It doesn't hit the same." And it actually doesn't, because it's like, it sounds really annoying. Like
it's just been,
studio
version.
And
it's just been replayed so much as well. Like you can't really escape not hearing it.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. One of my friends hates that song, and I'm like, it is really good. Like, please, it was really good when he performed it live.
I quite like it.
I like it, but I can't stand it as well.
Yeah, I feel like that gets to a point where like there's so much, you can only have so much replay value.
Yeah.
When it gets like excessive and it's like, do you know what? Like it's just not hitting the same.
Exactly.
But yeah, okay. So I need a trip. Planned.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go? You got anything in the pipeline?
I think I might be going Croatia in May.
Okay.
And,
nice. I've never been, but I've been told it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's so beautiful as well. And like we're gonna go to the part where like they filmed Game of Thrones, because I'm like such a big Game of Thrones fan. So we're gonna go to King's Landing, literally just like be in like that area. But like Croatia is so beautiful. Like
I've never heard any bad reviews about it. No one ever talks badly of it to me.
Yeah, I just think as well, like for me, like I just like being in, like traveling to places where the architecture is really nice, and like so is the scenery. And like this year, or maybe like the end of halfway of like last year, like I just got into like connecting with nature. Because you know when you're when you're just like a little bit depressed and you're like, I need to go touch some grass, I need to go on a hike. So that's what I've been doing. And like,
I love that for you, man.
I know, it's so fun. And I'm like on TikTok, like you can literally see like all these like groups coming together, like people like building communities to like just go on hikes. Like
my friend does that in Manchester.
Yeah.
She's joined like a group and they go on hikes like every weekend or something.
Exactly. I love that. I love that. Like as adults, especially like our generation, we're not just slaving around and like literally like just living to work. We're actually going, you know, like there's.
I think
life.
we definitely like our like generation. Oh God, it makes it sound like we're old, but we definitely we definitely prioritize leisure over just like working. Because I had a conversation with my mum, right? Because I'm like in the middle of like job hunting, and I'm quite picky.
Yeah.
I guess, but to be fair, it's difficult because my dad always says to me, he's like, but the thing is, you have the luxury of being able to be picky at the moment because you live at home. So if something goes wrong, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
And my mum will be very much like, how will she word it? Like, you just have to get on with it. But then me and my friends are like, but we don't want to get on with it. We want to actually enjoy summer.
That's just like that generation's mentality. Do you know what I mean? And
Very much so.
they're just so like harsh and tough. And like, I was speaking to my friend yesterday and I was like, oh, you know what? Like us, like as a generation, and like our parents love to say, you guys are so soft. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, we are. Because I don't want to deal with this anymore.
Yeah.
Like I am. Like I'm actually
more
like
vocal.
a little baby. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to suffer. And I should have the ability to like tap out of that and be like, no, thank you. Like I'm going to find the best like route to live a happy life. But then also I can look at like our parents and say, you know what, you guys are actually quite strong to like sort of
I
deal with that.
I mean, I really respect it. There's no shame in that. I just don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to deal with it.
I don't want to have to put up with it myself, you know. And I don't think it should be so like weird or abnormal to want to actually have a job that you like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What if I don't? I just never want to work.
I mean, I am working on finding a sugar daddy, but it's not really working.
How's that going?
Not good. Not good. Because
so I was gonna say, do you get DMs of like old men messaging you? And
no, I actively look for them. I actively look for people to like look after me. But they always thing is though, right? Because I've watched so many things on it, and there are so many girls online that'll be like, oh, you don't have to do anything. I'm like, that's not true. Yeah. Like literally, they all want something. They all want something. I'm happy to do like feet pictures or like a cheeky voice note.
Yeah. No, I was so broke once. I actually considered feet pictures. I've never done it. I don't think I would ever do it. But
yeah, I mean, I don't think
that broke.
Feet pictures. I just don't think is that deep at all because I just feel like you should be more embarrassed that you're really into paying for feet pictures.
I know, but people do like maybe like it adds on to like the degrading kink, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's something to do with that. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it too much, but yeah, it's not. Sugar daddies aren't working so far for me, to be honest. Are you on Black Twitter?
I mean, well, I'm black, and yeah.
God, Alex said the exact same thing when I asked him. I was like, are you on Black Twitter? He was like, well, I'm black and I'm on Twitter. I was like,
exactly.
right. Okay.
You see this? The fuck?
Okay, so there was this tweet, I want to talk about it, and this was from last week, and I was getting really annoyed because I couldn't find it, and I thought, right, who do I know that would have like quoted, retweeted it? And there's this guy who I know a mutual. We're not friends.
Say me, but we don't have each other.
I don't think we have each other on Twitter.
No. I'm literally like this tiny account that doesn't exist.
There's no shame in that.
Yeah, there isn't. You're right.
But this guy tweets like 10 times an hour, so it took me forever on the tube trying to find it. But anyway, so this person tweeted last week, and I want your thoughts. Kissing on the first link is wild.
Well, like you've just met them.
I'm assuming first date. That's the take that I got from it.
I don't think that's crazy. I think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I think there's no. I'm so for it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much for even like, to be honest though. Do you know what my thing is that even like if you really want to, because my mentality, and I've kind of got this from my parents, is like treat people how you want to be treated and like put yourself in them shoes type of thing, right? Even if I had people, I don't think I would, just because that's just not how I roll, but there's no shame in it at all.
Yeah.
Like shagging on the first date, right? And because my thing is, I always say this to my friends, I'm like, do you know what? Do as you please, do what you want. Just be safe.
Exactly.
Like I literally, I'm a bit of a psycho. I get my friends to send me the location when they go on dates.
Oh, absolutely. I have all my friends.
Someone has to have it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and I even say to them, like, tell the person that you're with that I have your location. So like, if they try and move mad, that I'm the one like forwarding it on to whoever.
Exactly. Like, you're not about to kill me today. You know, my friends know where the fuck I am. Excuse me.
But no, yeah, I just feel like, I don't know. I find it really interesting how people feel the need to comment on what people are doing, especially stuff like that. Like if you, especially like in the moment, if you're having fun, if you've like, I don't know, drank one too many, like, do you mean just let it happen?
Exactly.
People are very good at shaming.
I Yeah, I agree. I think that's what it is as well. I think like a lot of people have like set standards and expectations, and then they project that onto other people. But it's like people,
We're
like,
not all the same.
We're not all the same. We're not all the same. We're not all looking for the same thing. Especially if like people are looking for things that are like casual. You don't want it to be too serious.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with you going on a cute little date and making out, or even like sleeping with them, and then like, all right.
And like realistic, if you
yes.
if you really fancy someone, you're gonna want to lip them by the end of the day. If not even during, you know.
And I feel like I think people should just do what feels right for them, but also like you said, be safe, like actually like sexually, but also like be safe in the sense of like, if I don't know, like just not no, because now that I'm like saying be safe, I'm like, if you guys are gonna have like a one night stand or whatever, then it's not completely safe because you're going back to someone's house. Do you know what I mean? So you don't really know them. But
be vigilant.
Be vigilant, exactly. Yeah. And especially if like you're on a date, you're spending like a couple of hours with this person, you're gonna get the gist of like what type of person they are.
Yeah.
Maybe not like 100%.
Yeah.
People don't really show themselves like their full character.
It's difficult, isn't it? Well, it's like it's like a honeymoon phase type of thing.
Yeah.
I have a friend. He's a bit of a whore. He's awful. And I was talking to him the other day. No, he is awful. If you watch this, you're awful. You actually are awful. And he said
slag.
He's just a very. Do you know? I really respect him though, because a lot of people are very sexual but aren't open about it. Like a lot of people will like move mad, but they won't really talk about. Whereas he's very vocal about it, and I'm like, I actually respect you, because half the people we know probably think and do the same, but they just don't talk about it.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Yeah. So hats off,
owning it.
Hats off to you.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was saying to me, he was like, so he lives in North. Yeah, he lives in North. I don't know whereabouts in North. He lives somewhere in North, and he was telling me that he had to travel to. Was it East? I think East for a day. So it's not close.
East where? East London.
Yeah. Is that close? Am I got that right?
And he's from North London.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said North, I'm gonna think North, like Yorkshire. I'm thinking okay.
North London.
And when you said North, I'm like, North is a very big area. Like it could be Scotland. Like
sorry, no, North to East.
Okay.
I think that's right. I just remember it being long. I remember it being over an hour. That's right.
That's not crazy, because like when you're living in London, like traveling an hour, I think people are very numb to that, especially if you work in, like, say if you're going to work and you work in like Central and you're not from like the major
you live in like zone
areas.
5, zone 6.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if you live where I live, like I'm honestly, wherever I go and I'm meeting up with friends, I'm at least traveling like 40 minutes, and I'm just so numb to that. And like my mum would be like, why do you go so far?
You do live
like,
quite far out, to be fair.
But I'm like, what am I going to do in the area? Like, the hell?
There's nothing going on.
You want me to go to Sam's? Like, what am I going to do?
To be
Sam's is a
fair.
chicken shop. If you didn't, Sam's is like a.
Where's Sam? Where's that?
Shop. It's like a.
Is it? No, obviously, don't say where. But is it like? It's not in that little bit down there, is it?
No. It's
Is it closer to? Is it the other side?
No, it's like there isn't one around here.
Right. Okay.
But there's. Like, if you go to like Wembley or something.
Right,
or like
cool.
Alperton.
Even Wembley's a bit of a trek for you, though, to be fair.
It is, It actually is. Cause,
it actually is.
I always thought it was like my closest high street, but like, because I have a friend that lives close there, and like, every time I travel, I'm like, fuck's sake, I'm literally traveling from like this corner of the world to like the other
because
corner.
When Sam used to live in Wembley, Sam's the cameraman. When Sam used to live in Wembley and we would come here, it would take us ages. It would literally take us ages. But now he lives in like Ealing, so it's a lot quicker. But no. So the friend was saying to me that. Yeah. He lives in North and was going on a date in East, and he said to me, he was like, "Oh, like if I don't hit, like it's a waste of a date." And I was like, "For God's sake!"
Wait, what? Wait, so
he was like, "If I don't hit, if I don't like shag, basically, it's a waste of a date." He was like, "I'm not."
I'm sorry.
And when he told me, I just laughed. Like, I literally just
straight.
No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but it's still fucked up. It's still fucked up. But it would be worse for it to come out of a straight man's mouth. I can't lie. That's why I had to say it. But it's still very fucked up.
But yeah, no, I was just like, when you just look at someone and you think, for fuck's sake, man. I just laughed.
Yeah.
Like, I literally just laughed because I thought, you're literally as bad as straight men.
Yeah, that's why I also said, is he straight? I'm like, that's such a like cliche thing for like.
He's a
straight
gorgeous man
to
though.
say.
Like everyone fancies him, so he would be like
He's a little mint.
a weapon if he was straight.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So
Show me
we've.
a picture then later. Or show me now.
I'll show you now quickly. Get your reaction. But no, to conclude, guys, lips on the first date. We are not here to shame. This is a carefree space.
Yeah.
Is that right? Carefree.
Do as you please.
Do as you
Do as you
please.
please, honestly. If it feels right for you, then do it. Yeah, that's a nice ring.
I think it's my grand's.
Oh, cute. Oh.
Fit, right?
Oh my god, yeah. Wow. Yeah, he's cute. He's cute.
Very cute.
Yeah.
And he is
Maybe he can say that.
He is a nice guy because, like, obviously I wouldn't be mates with him, but he is just a bit of a, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, right, moving on. Big up my friend.
Yeah. Go
Okay, quick. Were you a Disney kid?
Yeah, I would say I am.
Because I didn't know if I had to alter this question or not.
Oh, go on.
Okay, so this is actually the first time you're doing this because
Side to side.
you have been here before, but obviously we didn't use it.
Yes, I love this segment. I'm not even joking. Every time, like, because I listen to the podcast when I'm at work, and I'm just like doing my work, and I'm listening. Then you're like, "All right, guys, side to side," and then I always sing, "Come here, walking side to side," and I'm literally just.
Everyone
like,
says that. Everyone says that.
I love it. Okay, give it to me.
It kind of like works with the brand as well because like winning side to side. I thought it was like quite.
Oh
Yeah, Darius came up with it.
Smart, big brain.
Yeah, I can't take the creds for it, to be honest.
You could have. No one would have known.
Okay, right. So,
Okay.
obviously, you know the vibe.
Yeah.
So the way this works is I give you the sides, and you tell me which one you prefer and the reason why. Okay. So side to side, High School Musical or Camp Rock.
Oh, this is gonna be really controversial. No, oh my god. Fuck off. Why would you ask me that?
Both iconic.
Both so iconic. Because you know what it is? Like, I'm such a like music person. Like,
Do you like musicals?
I do. But
Okay.
I don't watch it often, but I do. Like, I actually really do.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at like the track list of like the movies because I love them, and I'm just trying to like pick which one's the best one. But in terms of like the movie, no, this is really hard because I really like Camp Rock because of like the Jonas Brothers and Demi Lovato, and there's actually a lot of talent there compared to High School Musical.
There is.
Yeah,
But the songs are better in High School
exactly.
Musical.
Yeah, and like Demi Lovato is like such an amazing vocalist, and I don't know. There's just something fun about like the characters and
I feel like Camp Rock was for like more like the edgy kids.
yeah.
Because if I had to pick, I mean, I'm not, and this is off topic. If I had to pick, going to be the Cheetah Girls, but obviously they're not in the.
Cheetah girls, cheetah sisters.
Do you know? I feel like we were like really fortunate, right, to live in like to be not live, but to like experience like the best period of Disney.
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Like it'll never be as iconic as it was.
Exactly.
Miley Cyrus, Raven Simone,
Yeah.
Selena, Demi, Zach, Vanessa, Ashley.
Iconic.
It's my biggest flex.
So iconic.
So iconic.
Yeah, I think I do miss being a child, literally, because of like the media that we consumed. But I'm leaning more to Camp Rock, I can't lie.
Love that.
Because you know what it is? It was this whole fantasy of like, basically, school's over, summer's starting, you're going to go fuck off to like this music camp and have the best time ever and make friends and just sing along and dance. And I literally always wanted to do that. And it kind of reminds me of like Parent Trap as well, because you know in the beginning of the movie, like
Love Parent Trap.
Yeah, love it. But like they would go on it like summer camp, you know, like that type of vibe, and it was just such a like an American thing. And you know, as children, like we would all like romanticize America, but yeah, that's what like it just adds on to like that element of fantasy. So I'm just gonna say Camp Rock. Yeah. That was a lot of yapping, but there you go.
That's what we're here for, man.
That's what we're here for.
We've got 2 hours for a reason.
Yeah. What would you do?
I really love High School Musical.
Okay.
Like, to the point that, like, do you remember when it used to be like a massive experience to like, on the Friday, the premiere at like 6 p.m.
I remember
and you'd have it on like record ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only film I've ever felt that way for, I mean, is Cheetah Girls and High School Musical. So
Oh, cute.
yeah, I don't know. I like High School Musical, but then I don't know. It's because I think I don't really. You know, I actually think the first one's the worst one.
Really?
Yeah, I love 3. I think 3's the best, and I really love 2.
I don't really like 3.
Really?
I can't even remember it
I
like
love
that.
3. 3's
I
like the
can't
most
remember it. It's not that
interesting. Okay, I love 3.
I like the
cool.
song. I like the performance that Troy and Gabrielle have on the stage.
Well, Breaking Free.
No, at the last movie, High School Musical 3.
Oh God, how does it go? It's
And
like
they're doing that performance, you know, like
Yeah.
for their senior year. I don't know, it was really cute. And he's like running up onto
the sound.
the stage
Yeah.
and she's on the
Just
balcony.
wanna be with you.
Yeah.
Oh, I wanna do.
Yes, that.
be-
Yeah. That's so cute.
The soundtrack for the
Yeah.
High School Musical 3 is really good.
They were
Like,
given romance and I ate it up. I
Yeah.
loved them as a
and they were actually together,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Yeah, they were. They were cute.
They were cute. I feel like it's really weird that, you know, because like I'm like really anti-stan culture
Me too.
Right?
Me too.
because it's just very
Fucking hate
toxic. I'm not for it.
Yeah.
And like I keep on seeing things on Twitter like, oh, Zach and Vanessa forever. They've been together for like 10 years. You lot are crazy.
Can they calm down? Like, can they actually calm down?
Vanessa Hudgens did an interview about a year ago, and this interviewer said to her, "Oh, how are things with Zach?" And she was, "I haven't spoken to him for like a decade. Like, why are you asking me this?"
Exactly.
It's so invasive
And I would be so pissed off if I'm here.
to like promote
like-
something.
Exactly. If I'm an accomplished actress and I want to talk about all the hard work that I put into like a project.
Yeah.
And you're going, so what about that man that you were dating like over 10 years ago?
She's so talented as well. I love Vanessa Hudgens.
She's amazing.
She's
so
amazing,
nice.
amazing career. She's done so well.
Have you seen her in that like that stage production of Grease? It's really good.
I've never seen it, but I've seen
Yeah.
clips.
I've seen clips. She's so iconic.
Isn't she? Is she a musical theatre kid?
I think so.
She gives me that
I
vibe
think so.
because she can sing.
I think she.
Yeah. Okay,
She's
cool.
not that. She's not a strong singer. But
She's not the word.
good,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. She can.
But-
she can.
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Let me not shade. She's good.
Who knows? I might interview her one day. What if she finds this? God
Well,
forbid.
you can blame it on me. Fine.
Okay, so UK shows or US shows?
I just have to say US shows. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bigger market. There's more demand
Yeah.
and it's easily accessible. But yeah, like I actually grew up on a lot of like American shows.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I meet new people and they go, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Are you racist right now?" But then they're like, "No, like your accent is a bit weird." And I'm like, "Is it?" Well, I'll say like certain words,
Can you give me an example?
like the way that I say girl,
Right.
and like it's but the only reason I say it like that is because I've actually consumed a lot of like American media. So like I don't even know how to like,
I don't think it's
pronounce-
crazy noticeable personally, but that's
Right?
but I know you well, so maybe it's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I think it's only a few people have said that, but like I think I'm becoming more and more conscious of the way that I say girl, especially to the most like
Do you think
I don't
it's
know,
also
like the most
partly?
British
I mean,
people.
and also you're very well spoken.
thanks. Right? That's a microaggression.
is that your-
That's a microaggression. I'm joking.
No, but like no, like do you get okay? Question: Do you get offended when Because I only get offended when white people say that to me.
No, yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
joking. I'm
Okay.
literally doing a
I was
play
like-
on. No,
I was like,
don't
shit,
swear.
okay, sorry, my bad.
No, Jordan, the fuck.
Do you think that
It's too
ca-
funny the way you said it. It's because of yeah, we only hear that when white people say that, and I'm like, that was just so funny to
Have
me.
you got a white woman voice?
Well, yes, I do actually. No, I don't. I mean, I do, but I feel like I'm not really conscious about it. But like, there are moments where I do find myself like code switching at work, you know, or like
You're gonna
on
have
the
to,
phone.
don't you? Annoyingly.
Yeah, you kind of have to, you know, like it's just like sort of assimilating to like environment and
Annoyingly so.
exactly. And I don't even realize that I do it until like I've gotten all my words out and I go, what the hell? But then, you know, when you're with like people that you just like immediately feel comfortable with and then the lingo comes out and you're like, oh, being a little bit too like ethnic right now. But Camp Rock, yeah.
You mean US shows?
Oh yeah, oh shit. My brain is crazy.
Too much juice.
Too much sugar.
Sugar rush.
I mean, it might be like, I don't even think I have ADHD, but my friend definitely does. And I do things that are similar to her. And she's like, maybe you do. And I'm like, I don't know.
It's a spectrum, though, isn't it? 230.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all got like traits.
Yeah, that's true.
It makes you quirky.
It does. It really does.
So you're saying US shows?
US shows. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like in more recent years, I prefer UK shows. I think as I've gotten older, I don't find US humor that funny.
Okay, yeah. I agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
But like,
Yeah.
I like US dramas, and I love Friends. I love Friends. I love Fresh Prince. I love the classics. But then when I think about all the stuff I watch now, it's predominantly like UK based.
Okay.
Really, yeah.
Like what? What are you watching?
That's a good question. So I'm not watching anything at the moment, but what I have on my list is that show with Michelle Keegan. Oh God, what's it called? Oh my God, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called, but
Okay.
that's a UK show. One Day.
One Day.
Is it good? My mum's obsessed with it.
So good. It was
mum's
so
obsessed
good.
with it,
I
yeah.
actually really loved it.
Okay.
There were some elements that I was like, just rolling my eyes over because I don't want to spoil it for you. But do you know what it's about? Like, do you
I
know
get the concept.
Okay, you tell me because I don't want to spoil it.
Well, isn't it just like the same day for every year or something? Like the same day, but like different years of the same day of every day.
Is it?
Okay, maybe we should just
No,
leave
I don't
it.
think it is. No, I don't know. It's not. But they do like a lot of like time jumps. But it's just about like this boy and this girl, and there's just a lot of like history between them. But like each episode, like it unfolds, and
I'm excited to
yeah,
watch it.
but it's really good.
Everything Now? Have you seen that?
Everything now? No, I haven't.
If it's the thing, I'm not very good with names, but if it's what I'm thinking of, you would love it. It's very you. It reminds me of sex education. Yeah, this.
Oh, wait. Oh my God, wait. Yes, I've
Loved
watched
it.
that. I've
So
watched
good.
that.
So
It's a
good.
bit like, I don't know, I can't explain it. Like, it's just, it feels low budget.
I think it was.
Yeah,
But I enjoyed it.
it feels low budget.
I thought it was
It does.
cute.
Yeah, also because, like, I felt really bad for the main character, but the stuff that she was going through, like, it was really sad, you know? But also, like, what triggers me is when characters can't, like, stand up for themselves or, like, speak out, and then, like, the situation just, like, worsens, you know, when it could have been, like, solved with a conversation. But I guess
She was quite a destructive character, wasn't she?
Yeah, and quite passive. And for me, like, characters like that are still interesting to watch, but it frustrates me because I'm like, just
Give me
like,
something.
just say it.
Yeah.
Exactly, just say it. But like that's just part of like the plot and everything. But I'm like,
I really enjoyed it, to be fair. I'm excited for season 2. I think it hasn't really got as much reception as I thought it would get because it's people are comparing it to like Heartstopper.
I love Heartstopper.
Love Heartstopper.
I
Can't
love
wait
it
for
so
season
much.
3.
Me too.
Heartstopper, Sex Education. What's that one? Never Have I Ever. That type of genre. Never Have I Ever. Have you seen that?
Is that
You would love it.
no, wait.
With that Indian girl. She's her.
Yes.
I love her.
I wasn't sure if that was the one, but I fucking love that show. She
So
is the
good.
most chaotic character ever. Like, it's so entertaining watching her.
I love her.
She's literally destroying every area of her life and
Yeah.
going, wow, what can you do?
I love her.
It's so funny.
That was it. See, that's an American
Yeah.
show which I really loved. I really loved that show.
Exactly. And I don't really like a lot of like American Netflix shows because it's just very like corny.
Yeah, usually the same type of thing as well.
Yeah, it just feels like they're like regurgitating like the same sort of like characters or like the same like storyline.
Yeah.
But that one was so unique and like especially because there aren't a lot of like main characters who are South Asian or South Asian
agreed,
women. So
agreed.
I really loved like seeing
That really famous woman directs it. What's her name?
Mindy Kaling.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is just like
What does she do?
all of her work, her projects, it literally screams worshipping white men, and it's so like it's just so distasteful, and it's so
I can see that.
exhausting to see.
I never have I ever.
Yeah,
To be fair. Okay.
yeah, and it's like that for everything that she's produced or like been a part of, and it's just like why can't you give like South Asian women like a different story? Like, why can't you like focus on something else other than like stereotypes or like your little like obsession or your kink to white men? Like, it's just very weird.
I think Never Have I Ever was clever in a way because what they did was I liked how she was a really smart girl, which is obviously really strongly associated with being Asian, but she was so boy obsessed, which I thought. But I see what you mean. But oh, okay, I've never looked at it like that. Oh,
yeah, it's just she's a bit of a nuisance, and that like people like criticize her, and I'm like, yeah, completely right.
I'm gonna watch a video when I go home about it. I'm sure there's loads online. There's a guy actually. Let me send you him. He's like a pop culture guy. Yeah, actually, I'll tell you after. But he's really good. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna say UK shows. You're saying US.
Yeah, but also I want to say that I do love Derry Girls. Love that show. Have you seen it? Derry Girls.
Is it new?
Oh wow, you're gonna love it. It's so funny.
What's it about?
It's about like these like this friendship group, and I think it's like 4 girls, and they're from like Londonderry, like in Northern Ireland, and it's just like it's comedy, and it's like a coming of age as well.
I know.
It's so funny. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, each episode, I'm literally cracking up. I'm literally wiping my tears. I'm going, oh. But I finished finally finished the last season, so the show's over, which is really sad, and I was just like bursting out crying.
There's nothing worse when you've been bulking and the show's already ended. So it's like, what do I do now?
I know.
How do I position myself?
Exactly.
Okay, add that to my list.
Yeah, it's really good.
Noted. Okay, so this doesn't necessarily mean romantic.
Okay.
Sleeping in a bed alone or sleeping with someone else. So just like sharing a bed, basically, or just having the bed to yourself.
Sleeping alone.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I just also like I'm a really bad sleeper, so whenever like I'm sleeping with like with my friends who are on holiday, or like there was this one like period where like me and my mom were like sharing a bed. I used to abuse her. I'm not even joking. I literally used to like
a lot of people can't share a bed.
I can't do it. Even like when I'm in my own bed, I will wake up in the most craziest position. And then I'm like, oh shit, how do I go here? My bonnet's literally like at the end of my room, and I'm going, oops, look at that. But it's just, I don't like it. I think it's just like very like constraining to know that like someone's literally right here. Yeah. And
you give me the energy of somebody who would have separate bedrooms.
I was just about to say that. I was just about to bring that up. I want my own space. Why am I?
I have a lot of friends like that.
I would literally like disintegrate if I knew that I'd have to like be married to someone, well, like, you know, for the rest of your life, but you never really know. Mm-hmm. But and have to share a room with you forever. And I'm thinking, that's hell for me. I'm not even joking. Like, that's prison for me. And I'm like, I feel like a nice like cuddle is cute and everything, but I still want my own space.
Yeah,
I can,
agreed.
Like, have my own sanctuary, my space.
I understand.
Yeah, you know, like, just be like, all right, bye, I'm off to my room. Because like my room is like my safe space, even like at home. Like, I just love being there. Everyone's like, do you want to come out, say hi? And I'm like, yeah, I will. I'm here, like, rotting in my bed with, like, my electric blanket. But, yeah, I can't.
I hear it. I feel like, I can't even big it up. I've never thoroughly enjoyed sharing a bed with anybody. Sometimes I find it funny in the morning when me and my friends have been away or we've been out, and then like you know when you're like kind of giggling at the stupid stuff you've done the night before when you're kind of all together. I enjoyed that part, but that's not sleeping, is it? So I like knowing that they're going to wake up next to me and we can laugh about it. But yeah, I like my own space. I remember once I was dating somebody. And I was on my uni house, but everyone had gone home for Christmas, but I was working up until like late. So he came to visit me, and we were watching Black Mirror, and he fell asleep. And I thought, okay, I really want to watch this, but I don't want to wake him up. So I thought, bear in mind, I was living in like a house of 6. So I thought I'll just go to a bedroom downstairs, and I fall asleep while I was watching it, but I didn't want to wake him up because it was quite loud, which I think is quite considerate. Very nice. I wake up to a text from him saying, why have you got downstairs? Have I done something wrong? Right? Oh. But it was like, no, it's not like that. I just wanted to, but then when I deeped it, I was like, oh, do you know what? Because I actually stayed there after. I thought, oh, well, actually, this is actually quite nice not having to. He was very like, he liked me more than I liked him, but he was very like, I couldn't sleep without like feeling his arm like just somewhere on my body.
Yeah.
And it was just quite nice to have like be able to stretch and to not like. So
Yeah, I
that was
get
that was
that. I
long
get
winded,
that.
but yeah, I would say sleeping alone.
I could see where he's coming from because, you know, especially if you're, I don't know, he sounds really anxious. So he probably just panicked and went,
Yeah.
oh, what's going on? Like, your first thought, his first thought was to like look inwards and go, oh my God, did I do something?
He was
But,
he was
yeah.
a very anxious person,
Yeah.
to be fair.
But people have
Bless
different
him.
needs, so, and like,
Yeah,
levels of
and-
comfortability. So
And that's
us.
but do you think that, but I also think those needs that I've just said, right, that's one of those things where you can't really, there's not really a midpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to either both like want to be overly affectionate or not.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I think I do have a balance. I think I would really like, I would still enjoy like cuddling, you know, like being in like a bed with someone.
Okay.
But like,
Just not full time.
not all the time. Not all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've just always been this way. Like, this is just who I am. But like,
It's giving independence.
is there an independent woman? Like, the fuck? But yeah, I don't know. And especially because like, if you have conversations with people about, you know, the idea of like sharing, you know, like having separate bedrooms.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to think that's like the most insane idea because
I think it saves relationships.
it does, doesn't it? Because you can't always be with like this one person all the time. Even with friends, sometimes it's kind of like, all right, like that's
let's roll it back a bit.
exactly
Yeah.
like, you know, when you go on holiday with friends and you're like, I'll see you in a month.
So
Okay, like bye.
I'm quite lucky. So like my friends who I go away with, we don't live like near each other.
Yeah.
So I always get a separate flight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Which I
okay.
love. By the end of the week, I'm
Alright.
like, obviously, if you guys watch us, I love you. But by the end of the week, I'm like, oh my God, thanks. Like, it's so nice.
Yeah.
I think even if we were to live near each other, I probably still would get a separate flight. I feel proper like corporate and independent. I love it. I love flying by myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
like
hear
on
it.
business. You literally like traveling for work. Love that.
Okay, dating. So when I say this, I don't mean like someone you've known forever, but someone who you've known for a while, but not that long that it's like awkward to do so.
Okay.
So like dating friends or dating strangers.
Dating strangers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like, I don't know, but I think it depends on the situation, you know, because I feel like if I thought of someone as a friend, then like they're going to be in that category for me, like forever. Like that's how I will like view you. But then if I think, yeah, like you're a friend, but also like there's a blurred line, you know, there's something going on, then I'm like, it's possible. You know, it does happen. But I don't think I will like classify you as an actual friend because it's not
like,
completely platonic.
I feel like sometimes we use the word friend a bit too strongly.
Yeah.
Like it's okay for someone to be your acquaintance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, there are some people who I know and I think, okay, like I like you, I respect you, but we're not actually friends. I just like you and I like what you're about. Like even like everyone who's like, okay, so I think because of this, I've had to learn to be quite good at making conversation and like making people feel comfortable quite quick, right? It's just a skill I've had to pick up because what would be the point otherwise?
That's a good skill as well. Like I really admire that.
Thank you. It's definitely, it's taken time. I wasn't always like this, but I think it's definitely gotten a lot easier. But it's just, it's just a skill I've acquired. But like respectfully, most people that have come on here aren't my friends. Obviously you are, but like,
Thank you. I was like, what about me? No, I'm joking.
but like most
No,
people, but they're not my friends. Like I like all of them. Every single one of them I like and I respect what they do and what they talk about. But vast majority, then they're not my friends. But I do like them, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
of course. And there's a reason why you're bringing them onto your show because you like them, you like what they like, all the content that they produce.
Yeah, and I know they can have a good conversation. Do you know what I mean?
absolutely.
But I think sometimes we like don't really realize the blurred lines between an actual friend or an acquaintance. Like for you, right? If something was wrong, if something was wrong, I don't know, I can't think of an example, but like if you were like, oh shit, this has happened, can I call you? But like, yeah, of course. Whereas some of the guests, they'd be like, what the fuck, no.
Yeah, of course, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you haven't like formed that bond with them.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're not going to do that.
Obviously, don't get it twisted. There are some of them who I would love to be mates with. It just hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah. What was the question? dating friends or dating strangers.
What would you do?
I find the whole concept of meeting a stranger a bit scary.
Okay.
And I feel like because I'm quite an acquired taste, and because
I love that.
no, but not
start
even,
using that.
not even in like a good way, not even in like a good way. And I think because sometimes because I'm quite abrupt, it comes across a bit standoffish, but it's just the way I am. Whereas a friend would know that, and a stranger would be like, what the fuck? Like, what's he saying? Because I've had it before where guys have said to me, you just seem so disinterested, but it's just the way that I like deliver things, and it's not even intentional. It's just the way that I am. And people who know me or know of me would know that I'm like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. But then you could also say that every person that is like really important in your life was a stranger at one point. So
Agreed.
that's just
Yeah.
like the process of like when you meet someone, you don't know, you literally don't know down the line what sort of relationship or friendship you're gonna have with them. Like they will be strangers at one point in your life, and then it's for you both to sort of build
Turn
on
into
that
something,
and get to know each other and give each other the time of day. So yeah, it's just how it is.
Noted. Okay,
Fine.
cool. Right, we're gonna move on.
Okay.
What time is it?
Let's move on.
25 to 4. Okay, cool. That's cool. Okay, so real quick, I want to mention this because I'm really happy. So last week, my concept of time is so bad. I want to say last week was the Brits.
Yeah, it was.
So I don't really follow the Brits, to be honest. I guess the Brits you can kind of say is the.
Wasn't it this week actually?
It was on a Saturday.
Okay, it was on.
So
okay.
It must have been last week.
Okay.
But it would have been the week before when this comes out. But yeah, so the Brits was whatever, a week ago, I want to say, maybe 2 weeks max. I kind of like perceive the Brits as like the equivalent to the
Grammys.
but a bit more fairer,
Yeah.
in my opinion. And to be honest, this is the main thing about this is just a shout out to Ray.
Yes.
Like it wasn't even the Brits, was it? It was just the Ray Awards.
I love this for her. Like how
I love
rewarding.
this for her.
Like honestly, I remember when like she posted that TikTok and she's basically saying, which is talking about her like old label and like how they fucked her over, and like I think for everyone that was like a introduction of her, or basically seeing the struggling artist and all the shit that she went through. Yeah, like you fucking deserve that. Like I'm so glad that that's like you're having so much success right now.
So I didn't actually. This might be a bit hypocritical. I've always known who Ray is, but I didn't really like Ray's music.
Oh.
Because I don't like that type of music. It's not my thing.
Okay.
But I love her music now. But I've only been I've always known who she is, but I've only like really rated her since this like new like phase has happened. I think Ray is a very clear example that like things don't come immediately. I think Ray's a good example that like you have to be patient.
Absolutely.
And good things come to those who wait. I think it's so refreshing to see someone who's been grafting for such a long time to now like be like at the top, because she's one of the biggest in the UK.
Yeah.
I just love it for her, and I think she's made a real good presence for like UK R&B. I just love her. I think she's incredible.
And
I'm so
also,
happy
like,
for her.
I'm actually not gonna lie, but like when I look at her, it's almost like light is radiating off of her. Do you know what I mean? Like she's so beautiful, but she's also like such a genuine person. Like, and I actually don't say that about like celebrities, because like there's just such a disconnect from like us as like normal people, you know, like in like the public. But then there's just something so real and like raw about her, and like her love for like her craft and everything, and also what she went through. Like she actually is paying off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also there was this one thing, I can't remember what it's called, but I don't know if it was like an article or like an event. I don't know, but there was an article actually, I think. I don't know. I can't remember. But a source. And they were like discussing about how the music industry in Britain is like full of like private school children, or like people who like were from private school. Exactly. Like there's like a huge disparity.
Ray went to Brit school.
Exactly, yeah, but she was still like from South. She's like from Clapham, and like she was working class. And I'm like, yeah, like we love to see that. We love to see people who like actually
had to work a bit harder.
Had to work a bit harder, but also like it's a normal person who had a dream, and they were able to like achieve that through hard work. But then when you see people like the entire industry like riddled with people whose whose parents literally paid like 40 grand for like their tuition. I'm thinking, of course you're here. Like,
It's not a fair trade, is it?
It's not fair at all. Like, there's such a huge disparity, and like I'm actually like really sick of seeing that. So then to see Ray win like so many awards that night, I'm like, yeah, like that's so refreshing.
I think it's
and
like
we need more of that.
I think it's like a record break. I think it was like the most in any
Yeah.
night ever. She gives me like I do hear this a lot. It's kind of like I'm repeating myself. She does give like Amy Winehouse.
I know she does, doesn't she?
Her aesthetic,
yeah,
and she's very grateful. She's very grateful.
Absolutely.
The speech of her. Did you see the speech of her grandmother?
No, I don't think
So she won Album of the Year, and she brought her grandma on stage, and it was just I just love Ray. But yeah, this wasn't really about the Brits, to be honest, guys. This was just more about Ray. But SZA did win International Act, which I'm very happy for.
Did she? I don't know that. Oh my
Love
God.
SZA. I think Miley won International.
SOS.
No, just like artists, artists of like the year. I think Miley Cyrus won International Song for Flowers. I quite like that song. Do you not like it?
No, I kept hearing it everywhere.
Yeah, it's very replayed. My mum came into my room not too long after it got released, and she said, "Oh, Jord, do you know what this is about? This is about Liam Hemsworth." I was like, "Mum, I know."
How does she know the tea?
I think she like read a source on Instagram or something. I'm not too sure.
So funny.
Love that for her. But yeah, big up Ray.
Slay.
Right. Okay. Cool.
What else happened in the Brits? I don't even know.
Not a lot, to be honest. It was quite brief.
There was this one woman. I think she's like this Irish singer, and she was wearing this like this black dress, and it was backless, and it went all down to like her crack.
Good for her.
I know it was actually quite camp, you know.
Yeah. Is she younger?
No, she's no, I'd say like mid to late 30s.
Okay.
But yeah, like she would like position herself like next to the camera and then go, and her whole like ass cheeks are showing.
I need to find out.
It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah.
Big up her.
Big up her. It's a bit of a
okay, so this week, last week technically, Celebrity Big Brother has started. I really wish you'd watch it, man.
You know what? Like I get a lot of information from you and from TikTok as well.
I just love it. I think Big Brother is the best reality show. It feels a lot more relatable. Okay. Like I like to watch things and feel like I can kind of relate to it. Like, I'm not straight, so I can't relate to Love Island. No, and I would never go on a dating show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like Big Brother is like very OG. It's very real. It's very chaotic. And I love like the concept and like the social experiment. I just think it's just really clever. Have you ever watched it? Like, have you ever like consumed it?
I've never watched a full episode.
Oh, it's so good.
But listen, the compilations, the clips, all that viral stuff. I've seen it. Like I don't live in a rock.
You're with it.
I'm with it. But also it's just like I can't commit. I just have like a very bad like attention span. Like I can't commit to it.
A lot of people have said the exact same thing. It's like very like it's a lot, isn't it? Like an hour an evening. Like it's a bit excessive. It's really, so obviously it's the first, so Big Brother stopped for like 6 years, but they brought it back last year. So this is the first celeb Big Brother. The cast is like, it's just so random.
It's so random.
But I quite like it. Because it's people that would just, like these people would never be at an event together. Do you know what I mean? It's so random. So it's got like Louis Walsh, Sharon Osbourne.
Can we talk about them first of all? They are so fucking weird.
I think they forget they're on TV.
The tea that they're spilling. let me just say thank you, because it's actually really hot. Like everyone that they're talking about, I'm like, oh, like that's. Really
I think they forget they're on TV.
Exactly. Like you could be sued for defamation.
100%. Some of the things they say, and I think, but then I read this thing, and they were like, they've gotten to, because they're both in their 70s, respectively, and this person on Twitter was like, they've gotten to an age where they just don't care.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But like, there's ways and means. I think because did you watch X Factor as a kid? I think because they were quite an iconic duo, we were expecting the same thing. But like Louis Walsh, he's just a bitch. Like he's just a bitch.
He is.
I don't like him.
The biggest bitch ever. And to see like the way that he's interacting with Zizi Mills, like it's actually very disturbing to see.
Very disturbing.
He's really looking down on her.
And she deals with it very well, to be fair. So she's better than me.
Good for her. And honestly, because she's keeping it real and she's actually standing up for herself. And I think a lot of people don't like to see that from black women.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But is the camera on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Okay.
It's flashing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're all good.
But yeah, like I think a lot of people don't like to see Black women or like people of color in general standing up for themselves, because then they're like, you're being very hostile right now.
But the thing is, it's very hypocritical because Louis Walsh, he's a bully. He's actually not a nice person. Like, I don't know him personally, but like from what he's just not nice. And it's really interesting because there's another girl who's on Big Brother called oh my God, what's her name? Her name's Lauren. She's on some housewife show.
Yeah.
I don't know who she is, to be honest.
I don't know who she is.
No shade to her. Obviously she's well known enough to be able to go onto the show, so good for her.
Also, no one's looking at her in the house going, who are you? But they're all doing it to Ziza Mills. That's a bit
I think
weird.
Zizi Mills, to be fair, I think she has like a very like niche like audience.
Absolutely, but that's the thing. Like, that's what Big Brother is. You're not gonna know everyone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because like all of like
you're not gonna know everyone. Like, everyone has a specific.
Because all of my
audience.
friends know who she is.
Yeah.
But like there are like, but respectfully, a lot of the older people, I don't know who they are. Like a lot of like the TV presenters, they're not people that I'd consume. But obviously, most Black people like in our demographic know who Zizi Mills is. Do you know what I mean? She's very very popular. There was a bit where Louis Walsh was like, oh, she's undeserving of her celebrity status, and what has she actually achieved? When Sharon actually barked back, was like, don't, Louis, you can't say that she's a presenter. She's done very, very well. She's very successful.
Yeah.
Like whether you like her or not, like just for whoever, whenever, like she has a very good career. Do you know what I mean? She's thriving.
Yeah,
Like she's
exactly.
not struggling, is she?
Exactly. And also, you do not know her. Like, he did not know her when he stepped foot into the house. So how can you discredit everything that she's done when outside of the house, you don't know what she's achieved. You don't know what she's done just because you haven't heard of her. Of course you haven't heard of her. You're a white 70-year-old man. You're not her, like, you're not the target audience.
Not her demographic.
You're not in her world. So why would you know her? It's just so, like, of course he's going to beat down on like a Black woman. I'm like,
let me find the thing
up. He's just like a very like slimy old man, and like I can't like him ever since, Extra Factor, when he like sexually assaulted Mel B, or like he touched her inappropriately.
I never knew that, but I do know. Okay.
Yeah, it was very like disturbing. She even said, so they were all on a couch. It was Louis, Mel B, Cheryl, and Simon Cowell, and they were talking to like Ollie Murs and like Caroline Flack, and then you could literally see on the camera him with Mel B just like caressing her ass, and she's thinking, what the fuck? And you can see her like it was building up, and she was getting like really agitated, and then she said, everyone, can you just wait a minute, look what he's doing. And then he like tapped her, he like slapped her, and he went, haha, I'm just joking, brushing it off. And
I'm very
excited. Disgusting.
I'm very excited for the day when they
Weird.
Apparently that what's in the making at the moment is a documentary.
Ooh.
Which I think
like an expose of X Factor.
Yeah. Which I think will be I'm very excited to see that, because there must be so much like dark and stuff. Tell you who I would love to interview. Misha B.
Oh my God, yeah.
It's like I'm like waiting for there to be like that release so I can be like, oh hi. I've got like the email ready. I'm just
Good. I hope that happens, because I think what happened to her was very disgusting.
And
disgusting.
It's kind of similar, because I saw something on Twitter the other day, and they were like, the way that Louis was like calling out her attitude or saying how she behaves is the exact same way that he's talking now about Zizi Mills. I think he just doesn't like Black women, to be honest.
Absolutely.
That's the vibe that I'm getting. Absolutely. But no, what was I going to say? Let me find it. But no, he's a bully. I think Louis Walsh is a bully. Like why is it that, and it's double standards more than anything, why is it that Lauren is allowed to talk and be outspoken and be a bit different and be a bit controversial, and Louis finds it banterous and funny and comedic, but then when Zizi Mills does it, she's too sure of herself. Yeah. I feel like he just finds confident, like outspoken Black women intimidating. Yeah, it's just boring, man. Just grow up.
Absolutely.
But this cast is actually pretty good. So there's the guy from Heartstopper.
Yeah, you said that,
he's
and
lush.
I couldn't even. I'm like, who? Which one?
He's not like he's a main character, but not like a main character.
I had to Google him, and then.
But did you recognize him?
I did when I saw his picture, because I didn't recognize him, but I knew all the characters, and I went like in my brain, I went through the list of like characters, and I'm like, okay, it's not him. So it must be Isaac's like love interest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's lovely. He's
Yeah.
really sweet. He's really, really sweet.
Adorable.
He was saying about how he wanted to go on the show to make representation for like autistic gay people.
Oh my
I just
God,
love him. I think he's
cute.
lovely.
Cute.
Who else
to
is
see
on
that.
it? There's a few people who I don't know. Levi Roots, he's really cool. I like him.
Isn't that the guy from Dragon Den?
Yeah, him. Yeah, he's cool. I like him. There's a guy from Coronation Street. He's really cool. Ekin-Su. Oh my God,
Who?
Ekin-Su. She's chaotic as hell. She loves the drama.
Let me say something because I'm not happy with her.
Neither am I. to be
I'm
honest.
actually not. Yeah, she's being very shady right now. Like she's being, girl, like get it together. If she's watching this, she's not.
She might do.
She might.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, but she's in the house right now. So,
Maybe after. Maybe
after.
Yeah.
True. Hit us up. Maybe Jordan can interview.
I'd love to talk to Ekin-Su.
Yeah, iconic.
I think she's fascinating.
Exactly. But like she was just so entertaining and lovely in Love Island. But when it came to Big Brother, I don't know, like it just feels like she's really like stirring the pot. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just so strange.
Yeah, she is. Because Ekin-Su's interesting because I thought Ekin-Su was so entertaining when she was in Love Island.
Yeah.
But she and then like when she kind of like between the period of like leaving Love Island and Traitors, whenever she do an interview, she was like very like tame. I think she's been very heavily media trained.
Absolutely.
But her chaotic side has quite clearly come back. But
Since
she
Traitors, basically.
She was good on Traitors from what I saw. I haven't watched.
Wait, okay, I was gonna say.
I haven't
did
watched.
You watch it?
No, but I've been like watching like part like 36 on TikTok. But I really want to watch it because I love Ekin-Su.
Really want to watch
But
it.
she there was a conversation the other day, and the guy from Coronation Street, Colston, his name is. He said to Ekin-Su, "Oh, what's like." Because they're both reality shows, big reality shows.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference and what's similar?" And Ekin-Su just completely lost it and was like, "They're not the same. Stop talking about it." But with respect, right? And I actually like Ekin-Su. I think she's cool. But like, you have to give creds from where you came from. Because respectfully, Ekin-Su wouldn't be who she is without Love Island.
Absolutely.
Like, she wouldn't have her like recognition or her fame without Love Island.
She won the whole show. Like,
do you know what I
how
mean?
could you like leave that?
And how
behind?
can you get
can't.
annoyed when people ask you about it? Like it's what made you famous. It's what got you on Big Brother. So I find it really interesting how like when it gets mentioned, like the conversation gets shut down because it's like, but if you didn't have Love Island, and I think if you can make a career out of Love Island, good for you. I don't like the stigma or the shame around it. I think it's impressive to have a career as good as hers. So I don't really understand why you would try and diminish that or shut it down when it gets mentioned. I'll show you the clip after. It just didn't make sense to me. I just thought, what are you playing at?
I don't get it as well, but also like it was really obvious that she was projecting and like she just had a lot of things that maybe she didn't process and people were just bringing it up. But I'm like, if you feel that way, just say, hey, I actually don't want to talk about that. Instead
doesn't
of
have
getting
to be deep, does it?
Yeah, instead of getting very like snappy to like to Zizi. And I'm thinking that's actually really strange because didn't Ekin-Su say that she thinks being in the house, in like the Big Brother house, is like being on holiday. And then like her and Zizi were like talking about Love Island and she's like, Zizi said, like a lot of people would see Love Island as, like a free holiday. And she's like, yeah, well, I didn't see it as that. And now she's just getting very like... it
was just unnecessary, wasn't it?
Yeah. Just agitated.
But can I just say though, right, because I keep on seeing things online, Ekin-Su isn't racist. Her best friend's fucking black. I think she was just causing drama.
I mean, I don't think she's racist, but I think she's slipped into this like position where...
I think she'll just side with Louis
She's
Walsh.
become a victim, where she's like victimizing herself. And I think that's like treading on like very like...
Thin water,
like, because now it's like, oh my God, here's this white woman and she's just like being so like done dirty or like she's not being treated right by this black woman. So then it's uncomfortable for me to see because I'm like, oh my God, like I've seen this all the time in real life, but I've seen it in reality shows and like it's basically the same story happening all over again. So for her to just act like that, like it's not being... Yeah, I don't like to see it.
Hopefully she'll change because there's 2 more weeks. Hopefully, because but she's good TV.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? She'll find the balance. You can be chaotic and not be a dickhead or not be like patronizing.
Absolutely. And also, like people on Love Island, when they come out and have interviews, they actually say, a lot of them say, "Oh yeah, it was like a free holiday." So a lot of people are under that impression. If you're not doing anything all day,
There's
and
no
you're
shame in
basically-
it.
Exactly, you're on a dating show. You're literally like in Spain, like during the summer. It is a holiday in
Yeah.
a sense. It is. So, like,
but
just very on edge.
I would like Bradley to win, I think.
Who's that?
That's the Heartstopper boy.
Oh, okay.
I would like Bradley to win, I think. He just seems the most sincere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any clips of him. I'm gonna have to like.
Please,
search
I'll
him
show
up.
you, but he's just really sweet. But yeah, big up Bradley.
He's probably really young, isn't he? He's like
21, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm quite
the,
young.
yeah. Everyone in Heartstopper is really young.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
young, really young. I can't say on here, I'll tell you about after. Something I found about Heartstopper. Yeah, no, I'll get in trouble, so I can't say. But anyway, right, okay. So let's move on. So how long have we got? Okay, 1:15. Okay, so do you know what? I've been like anticipating this for like a very long time. I feel like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe how I feel. I just feel very like satisfied.
Oh my God, what?
So, so yesterday,
It's a nice build up.
my good sister Ariana Grande released her 7th album, Eternal Sunshine. I think Ariana is like really what you will call an artist. I think I love the concept idea. And I've watched, because she's my favorite singer. I was watching this interview yesterday, and she's obsessed with Jim Carrey, her favorite actor. And also,
Oh yeah.
the film Eternal Sunshine of Spotless Mind. You ever seen it?
I haven't, but I know that movie, and so that's why she's named it Eternal. Oh, okay. Wow.
It's really clever. And then she has a music video where like she for her new song, what's it called? Oh my God, what's the song called? She is my favorite singer. Is it We Can't Be Friends? Is it We Can't Be Friends? Oh my God, I'm gonna have to cut this.
We Can't Break Up or something. That one.
Here's my phone struggling to load. We Can't Be Friends. We Can't Be Friends. Yeah, it is We Can't Be Friends.
Okay.
And Evan Peters is in it.
Oh my God, yeah. I was on Twitter this morning and like, because I saw Evans Peter. What's his name? Evan Peters. I saw him trending and I'm like, what's he up to? What the heck? Because I really like him from American Horror.
I love Evan Peters. He's beautiful.
American Horror Story. Oh, I have not watched that in so long. American Horror Story.
You're not missing much.
Huh?
You're not missing much. No, so it's a range. I think a lot of it is about her husband being unfaithful. And I think a lot of it is about her finding love again. It's very varied because obviously people kind of like ran with this narrative that Ariana cheated on her husband and cheated with that guy and he cheated on the baby mama, but that's not the case. If you actually listen to like the lyrics in a lot of the songs, he cheated on her in her own house when she was away.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Awful.
Oh my God, really? What song is it? Wait. I actually don't listen to lyrics like that.
There's a lyric where it's like, you turned up the TV whilst I was.
Yes, that bit. And
there's a bit where like, she's in my bed when you're in her. It's pretty graphic to me. I think this is because the thing is with Ariana, right? She uses a lot of metaphors. I think this is the first time where she's been very directly vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
I actually felt that as well when I was listening to it.
Because she uses a lot of metaphors and a lot of like hidden like meanings, but this was like very clear and very precise. Like, oh, you've done this to me.
Yeah.
And I guess it's like a sense of healing more than anything. But like, how can you cheat on Ariana Grande?
How can you cheat on Beyonce? Do you know what I mean? Like,
and these men aren't even cute. Yeah. It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. But
absolutely.
But no, I think the album concept was very clever. I really enjoyed it. I think I was surprised. I liked it more than I thought I was going to because her album before was okay, but I didn't really love it. Positions.
Oh.
Switching on positions with you.
Oh no, I quite like that. I like that.
I like it, but it's not at the top of my list.
Okay.
But,
also, I think they're like both completely different vibes.
Well, that's about her being so in love with her husband, and this one's about her getting over him.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's almost like it's not like Lemonade, but it's...
Love Lemonade.
Yeah, I love Lemonade.
Great album.
Love it. But it's that same sort of trope, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a breakup, divorce, or like cheating scandal.
It's almost like if nothing happens in her life, what does she write about? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know, but I think a lot of artists just focus on love, you know,
Yeah.
relationships.
Predominantly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, look at Taylor Swift. Like, all her songs are about.
Yeah, and she's
Everyone,
thriving,
she's
to be
big,
fair to
yeah.
her. Yeah, good for her. But yeah, what are your thoughts? Do you like the album? You quite like it, don't you?
I did really like it. I was texting you yesterday, and I was working from home, and then literally just had my headphones in the whole day, going, "Oh, she's actually really good." Like, she did eat.
Very
She
much
did
so.
eat. And I
Agreed.
think this album was like really like, it was highly anticipated because of all the drama that was like happening, you know, with like her co-star and her divorce. And I think people were just interested about what she was going to write about. And like, it was sort of like her opportunity to set the record straight, because she hasn't ever like openly come out and
Yeah.
like,
It's
sort
not
of
in her character
talked
to
about
do
it.
so, to be honest. She's not like
Yeah, she's not really like that. She's never really been like that. But for me, like I genuinely like love Ariana Grande growing up. Like,
same.
love,
So
love,
much.
love. Like
So much.
since Victoria's,
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah.
literally, I dyed my hair red. Even my hair's red right now.
Slay.
But like,
It's like you knew.
it's like I knew. Maybe this is why I did it. Maybe this is just like divine timing. But like, I literally dyed my hair red because I loved her so much, and like, you know, like her character from Victorious. And then I just always thought that she was so talented, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, why does she barely sing in that show? Like, she's so good, and it's almost like, it was like getting a fix every time like you would hear her sing, and I'm like, oh my god, yes, like here she is, like she's singing. And then when she came out with Yours Truly, and I was like, oh my god, like I love her so much. Even my mum like knew so much about her, and she'd be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god, you listen to her? And she would always be like, your friend. I'm like, she's not my friend, but thank you. Like, she was saying in Somali, and I'm like, yeah, I guess she is. But like, I just had such like overwhelming love and like obsession with her growing up.
I still have that,
Yeah.
to be honest.
It fell off for me, I can't lie. I don't know when it fell off, but I think I just like have an addictive personality where I
Yeah.
fixate on like people, like
For a
certain
period of
things.
time, and then you just kind of
Yeah.
like let it go. Yeah.
Exactly.
Fair.
But like, I'll always have like love for her. Like, I always admire her because like the talent hasn't changed. Like, it's still there.
I think she's gotten better, to be
And
honest.
she has 100%. Like, her vocals, everything. Like, her as an artist, like, she's grown so much. But yeah, like during the years, like the last couple of years, I didn't really like listen to her music or like have any anticipation for like her releases. But there are like a few songs that I do really like. And yeah, maybe this is like a new era of me like falling back in love with her, you know?
I can't wait for her to come to London.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
But I don't think I'd see her there.
That's okay. I'll film it
Yeah.
for you, so you'll basically
Yeah,
be there.
exactly. Let me know. Let me know.
But no, I'm just like, I've like loved her since I was like. I think she's the only artist that I've like really loved since the beginning of her career. Because obviously, you know how you just kind of like hop on trends and people are popular. I've always been obsessed with her. I think she is so. I'm a bit biased because she's my favorite singer, but I just think she's so incredibly talented. I'm so like proud of her for like leaping like out of her comfort zone and trying something a bit different.
Yeah.
I think this album's going to be really successful. I just love Ariana. I love you, Ariana. And realistically, manifesting
She's listening.
sooner than later, me and you, probably in like a better room, but it's going to happen.
Slay.
Slay.
Also, she was living in London for a very long time.
I know, and it breaks my heart because I thought, but she would have been in some like bougie gated area, to be fair.
Absolutely. We would have never crossed paths.
But I'm saying that I watched this interview of her, and she was saying to me how in London it's so low key, and she'd always like just walk around London like just wearing hats and not get caught without security. So I'm thinking, where the hell was I then? Because I'm always in London. I've never seen.
You know what? I believe that, you know, because like Londoners aren't checking for people. No one's looking at it.
Everyone's really quick,
exactly,
aren't they? Yeah.
Everyone's on job. Everyone has somewhere to be. The amount of times I've walked past my own brothers and they're going, hello, or like I'm on the same bus as them, and then they won't even like speak to me or like interact until we get off at the same bus stop, and they're like, haha, you didn't see me, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm a fucking Londoner.
Yeah.
Like, the fuck. But it's just, yeah, like it's a different vibe to America. I think people, maybe not New York, but yeah, people are just like a lot slower and like moving through life, drifting by, but not with London.
But yeah. But yeah, guys, if you haven't listened already to Ariana Grande's new album, this is free promo, Internal Sunshine, I strongly recommend it. It is very, very good. Sweep the Grammys next. Actually, it's the Scammies, isn't it? So
No, I don't. Has she won a Grammy before? She hasn't.
She won Best Pop Album for Sweetener, and she won like a duo performance with Lady Gaga for Rain on Me. See what crazy fan knows that? Me, apparently.
Wow, I can't believe she's. I mean, I do believe it, but I don't as well. Like, she does deserve it, but I don't know.
I think she should have won it for Thank You Next, to be honest, because that was a great album. But
I'm trying to remember the track.
Thank You Next.
No, I know that song, but the album, like
seven rings, break up with your boyfriend.
No, I don't like that song.
7 rings.
I don't like that song.
I got it. I want it. I got it. Right, okay, on that note, I'm really hungry, guys, so I need to leave. Thank you again, my friend.
Oh my God, it's over already. This has been so
fun. If I leave it too long, they kick me out. But,
okay.
but thank you very much. I appreciate you.
It was so fun being here. It's like my 50th time being back on the winning side. Hey.
4, 5?
No, 4th.
One doesn't count.
One doesn't count because we didn't have the camera and like the mic wasn't working properly. Like it just wasn't meant to be. It wasn't written in. That
was
yeah.
We had a nice day though.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, man.
It's good to be back.
Where can the people find you?
You can find me on TikTok,
which doesn't really exist because she doesn't post anything.
No, but I'm trying one day, and I keep saying this to you literally every time we speak, and I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about it, but one day, maybe soon. Which is on Hudda and I. Wait, I don't even remember because it's been so long. Who the hell is this exactly? Nice play on, and on my Instagram, HuddaJX. Follow me on there. So I love how I just like leaned into the mic and went,
It's giving baddie.
Thank you. I'll cheers to that.
Right, guys. So if you made it to the end, big up yourself.
Yeah.
That's a long time. My name is Jord Howard, and this is the Winning Side podcast. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you next week with a very exciting guest, to be fair. I mean, they're all exciting, obviously, but I'm really excited for this one.
Might be Ariana Grande.
It might be Ariana Grande. So
we'll see. Bye.